Should I have this light on? Let me see. Oh, I just looked right at the light bulb. Okay. Hello. 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 Huh. I don't know. Okay. Hello. Let's just get right into it. I am going to be sewing a bag for my friend. Okay, it's my friend's birthday. It's a birthday present. I bought this fabric, gorgeous red and white gingham with flower detailing. Thank you, eBay. Basically, my plan was to make a pair of pants for them. And lo and behold, their partner actually already bought them a pair of red gingham pants. What an asshole, am I right? So anyways, I had to pivot and I asked him, basically, I was like, okay, I can make a bag. Like, let me make something else. I want to use this fabric still. What bag do you think they would like and use? And they sent me this, the BAGGU Cloud Bag. So yeah, we're gonna try to recreate it. Now, the Cloud Bag is like ripstop, which this is not. This is like cotton or whatever. I think this is literally a tablecloth. I don't think they care so much about the material. I think they just like the bag and some of the patterns that it comes in. So I have a good big amount of it. I don't know how much this is. It's like a big amount, a large amount. Honestly, like about as tall as me. I got this giant bag of reclaimed zippers from Savers. Shout out Savers. Basically, I picked 2 zippers from there. So I have this longer one that I'm going to use for the top. And then I do want to do like an inner zipper pocket. Does it work? Yes, it does. Perfect. Should I do some bag ASMR? Hey, what do you think? What do you think of this noise? Hi. You want to say hi? This is Pigeon. Her dinner time is in like 20 minutes, so she's yelling at me. Yo, what's that? She's yelling at me to feed her, but it's not time yet, baby. Back to the task at hand. I tried to search around for like a pattern dupe or something online, and I didn't find like a 1-for-1 dupe pattern or anything. So I found a pattern on Etsy. I'll probably like link it if you want to check out the pattern that I'm kind of like basing this off of. But I think I'm going to edit it a little bit. So I cut out all my pattern pieces. We're just kind of going to freeball it. That's really sort of my style. Is maybe I have sort of a guide, but do I end up really using it? I don't know. We'll see. She's relentless. You're being silly. You're being silly. Yeah. Ugh. Okay. She ate her dinner. I fed her early because she was bothering me. And I have cut my bag pieces. I think I'm going to start off sewing like the inner pocket. Seems simple enough. I don't know. It's just like small thing to start my project off with. Okay, angles. Let's go. So for the inner pocket, basically it's gonna kind of go together like this. So I have my zipper, my 2 pieces, and I'm just gonna sew right sides together. Same thing for the bottom. I'm gonna fold this up so that, ooh, nice little seam there. Hey, let's pin. I kind of start below where the zipper like little dangle is, just because it's hard to like get right up in there with the presser foot. And then I'm going to open up the zipper and then I can continue just doing that little bit there. Boom. So now my zipper is sewn on to there, and I don't want that much of the zipper exposed. So basically I'm just gonna like fold a little lip that kind of encases the zipper a little bit, and then we're just gonna top stitch down here. Boom. Look at that. Ooh, ah. Got the little zipper that's kind of hidden in there. And then I have the back. I'm gonna put them, make them keys, right sides together. I've sewn up all those edges, but before I turn it inside out, I'm actually gonna serge all these edges. I am going to just cut out this like little part of the zipper before I serge. I think it looks good. I think those edges look much cleaner. Let's flip this bad baby outside. Okay, love. Love, love, love. Now I'm going to trim the little like bulky bits in the corners here, but this is the little pocket. It looks so cute. The same thing I did for this zipper on the pocket. I did that for the front and back of the bag so that the zipper's on top. Beautiful. Looks so good. I did such a good job. Only here's the thing. I actually fucked up, which is pretty par for the course. You just kind of get going, or at least I just kind of get going, and I have tunnel vision, and then I forget the things that I need to do. So I forgot to sew the pocket in. I wanted it like kind of sewn into the edge of the zipper. Let me show you. Basically what I wanted to do was like sew this pocket so that it got like stitched right under this zipper so that it's like right there at the top of the bag when you open it. But obviously I did not do that. So I'm going to go ahead and seam rip a small section here, sew this pocket in, and get things squared away. Okay, I fixed it and I sewed that little pocket in, and it looks gorgeous, if I must say. So I'm basically folding this like, you know, folding each side in, and then I'm going to sew it like that so that it's this thick. It is the next day. I just showered. That's why my shirt is wet, but I finished the straps last night. Next, I have my like side pocket pieces here. Okay, seams are done on the top and the bottom of both pockets. Now, I know I have to attach them to the sides of the bag. I think what I need to do is attach them, attach the straps, and then do the like side seams and bottom seam of the bag. And we're just going to hope that it comes together. It always does. So it's the next day again, and here's what I have so far. So I have the main body of the bag with the zipper up top, and I've got the little pocket in there attached, which is so cute. I've got my two like outer side pockets, tops and bottoms, hemmed, and then I've got my straps. Two nice puffy straps. And I'm kind of like redeciding exactly what I want to do for this bag. Part of me is like curious what it would look like if I used ripstop to line it. I think I might have some ripstop. Okay, I did find some ripstop nylon. I had a couple colors, and I was in between black or orange. And I don't know, the black, it just feels too harsh. Like, I don't know, it's very classic, but I just rarely am I going for classic, to be honest. And then, okay, this orange looks like insanely neon right here, but it's not that neon orange, but I don't know. That just looks so much better to me. It's like very late summer, early fall color scheme. And yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and line this bad boy. I don't know about you guys. A lot of people like to kind of draw something out, like plan it, maybe like even make, mock version of what you're trying to make first. But for me, I mostly just sit here and stare at it for a long time. I need to do that for a little bit. Can I just get a quick moment for the desk station? Okay, I just upgraded her a couple months ago. So yeah, I got room for both my girlies and then her sister here. I just need to stare at these pieces for a little while longer and something's going to happen. So stay tuned. Anyways, so basically what I have to do now that I've made this lovely decision after I've already constructed parts of the bag is we're going to have to seam rip again, some more. Same seam rip, the same section that I initially forgot to add the pocket into. So I had to seam rip this portion of the zipper and add the pocket back in. I now have to take the pocket back out because the lining is going to cover like this whole, ugly looking inside edge of the zipper. Let's seam rip it again. Oh, who's that? Oh, who's she? My number one most used tool. I seam ripped out my inner pocket again. And basically I'm going to attach the ripstop to the inside. Just literally like fold it over and stitch it onto the zipper. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do that. But okay. I honestly, I'm like going back and forth. Part of me is like, I want to line this pocket with the ripstop. I don't know if just for consistency's sake, like I know it doesn't need to be lined, but I kind of want it to be lined. It's like if you have a little like perfume, tiny like to-go perfume bottle in there and it breaks, like that way it's just contained to the pocket. I don't know. It's such a specific scenario, but like that could happen, So it's better for it to be waterproof than to not be waterproof, right? I think I should just do it. Check this. I have a logo. Here's my little linen logo. It says thorn threaded. I don't know. I think maybe I do like a tag like inside on the pocket or something. I feel like that's just a good place for a tag is like, on the pocket. Like, I don't know if I really want it on the outside, although, I mean, I think it would look, I don't know, guys. I may be a little biased, but I think it's a pretty good logo. So maybe I will put it on the outside. I don't know yet. I don't know, but that's a decision for later. We're going to just keep it trucking and just start sewing things. Honestly, I feel like whenever I'm approaching a project, like I just need to work through it. And it definitely helps you learn a lot because you just start sewing things and then you're like, oh, I actually want to do something different. And now I can construct that and then deconstruct that and then reconstruct that. And it's a breeze. It's a breeze. So yeah, I recommend just fucking doing it, honestly. Groundbreaking advice. I know. That's what I'm here for. I did decide to line this pocket. Now, I have it turned inside out because I'm like, that zipper, like how am I going to manage around that zipper? Steps, wrong order, whatever. But, okay, I was like, I need to cut a hole in one sheet of the ripstop. I haven't like cut this to size yet. That's why it's a weird trapezoid. I just wanted to make sure it would work. But, look at, guys, look at how clean that edge is. And look, so it's just going to go around the zipper. And then that way, this will be free enough to where like I should have some room. I can sew right sides together another sheet of this nylon and then flip it all back to, you know, I don't know, the other way. And I think it'll work. I'm like imagining it in my mind, and I feel like the steps I'm taking are gonna work, and I'm gonna be really disappointed if they don't. But I feel like I just have to do it because I'm trying to visualize it, and I have a hunch. Warning, warning, major major changes taking place. Okay, so I have my inner pocket sewn in. So, you know, you can see that's all lined with the nylon. Don't ask me how I did that. I don't know. But I got that attached on, and it's just attached to the inner lining so that there's not, you know, messy like seams and stuff on the back here, or like on the front of the bag, I guess. So I lined the outer pockets with the ripstop. Little ASMR for you there. Oh, I guess the microphone's here. What am I even doing? I think what I have to do next is attach my outer pockets to the outside of the bag and the straps, which honestly, okay, now that I am like dipping my toe into using the ripstop nylon, I almost feel like, what if I put some of it in the straps? Like, it'll make them even that much more durable and puffier looking is what I think will happen. I tested it with like, I cut just like a little strip of this and tried to like shove it into the strap. This would have been so much easier to do before I hand stitched along the entire edge of the straps. Classic me, doing things completely out of order of what would make sense. I have my pockets attached. Ooh, so cute. Love. Little lining on the inside. So I attached those to both sides. And I think I am going to do the nylon in the straps. So I have these like really long pieces. And what I'm going to do is fold them in half. And then I have, where did it just go? I have a little safety pin, and I'm just going to do the age-old trick of attaching this to the end, and then it just makes it easier to like pull it through this, you know, loop here. So I'm going to go ahead and stuff these and then attach them to my bag. Okay, I just wanted to show you. So like I'm in the process of stuffing this. It's like, is it really that big a difference? I don't know, but I'm already this far in and I'm just going to do it. I think even if it doesn't make it look that much more puffy, it's going to make it more durable. So I might as well do it since I'm here, but this is the difference. So this is the one that's stuffed with the nylon and this one isn't. So it's, you know, like it's, I think it's making a bit of a difference. That's what I'm telling myself. I don't know. Anyways, I'm this far in, so I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. Bag update. Yeah. Honestly, I think it's looking so cute. Okay, so I sewed on the straps. Boom. Over the pockets, and I did add my little tag there. I think it looks really cute. I already sewed up one of the side seams here. So basically what I'm going to do is side seam, bottom seam, and then basically I'm going to sew like a diagonal across this way. And that's going to make it like, you know, give it a little body yaddy yaddy, give it, you know, that shape that we're looking for. I am still trying to get my head around how I'm going to sew the lining. Like, that's always the issue is, you know, you need to like right sides together, flip it back, you know, flip it inside out, flip it back, regular But anyways, I'm really happy with my progress. I think it's looking so cute. Okay. So it's done. Yeah, I kind of just went into a sewing frenzy and I had to finish it. Okay. I'm so happy with it. I think it looks gorgeous. Let's do a little bag tour. Obviously, it's got the little pockets, like, ooh, love. And then we got the zipper up top. And then it's got the little zipper pocket on the inside. So cute. Ooh, also lined. We love. Yeah, I think the orange was a good choice. I think it came out really fun. I'm glad I did the ripstop nylon. For the lining, I basically I kind of just had to sew like top stitch the bottom of it. Like, who's using this as a tutorial? I don't even know why I'm explaining all of this. But yeah, the project is done. I'm so excited. I can't wait to wrap it up and give it to my friend. It's certainly not like an exact cloud bag dupe, but I feel like, you know, it's got the general sort of look. It serves the same purpose. So I think they're gonna like it. I hope they like it. Yeah. Peace. I don't know how to end this. Okay, bye.